We begin in Fort McMurray this morning. That is where cleanup efforts are currently underway after a severe rainstorm caused serious flooding over the weekend.
Everything I own is ruined.
85 millimeters of rain fell in just 2 hours in some areas of Fort McMurray on Sunday. The city reactivated its emergency operations center put in place to deal with that massive wildfire 3 months ago. No one was injured in this flooding. The cleanup is expected to last until the beginning of next week. Let's connect with Fort McMurray City Councilor Keith McGrath. Councilor McGrath, how would you describe the conditions in your city right now?
Well, thankfully the sun is shining this morning, and we certainly had another non-welcome event over the weekend, but certainly Sunday afternoon that water dissipated, and we have some residents that need to clean up, and some residents have been through this restoration now twice, so it's kind of taxing on everybody's emotions. And the municipal crews were out in front of this with vac trucks, and the REOC was staffed up again to make sure the roads that need to be closed down were closed down. And again, it's always about the safety of our people and protecting the drinking water for the majority of the people.
Councillor, it seems like folks in Fort McMurray just can't get a break. First, it was the wildfire where you were essentially begging for rain, and now you're getting too much of it. Tell us a little bit more about how residents are holding up.
Well, we're a pretty resilient community. We band together in these times, and certainly, you just can't throw your hands up in the air and quit, because, we're not quitters, and we're certainly not the type to give up. And it's just going to make our community stronger, and we just need to help one another and make sure that people have resources to help them along this journey that we're on. And certainly, we could use a break, but Mother Nature, it just has its way of doing things, and certainly it has been in our favor for the last few months.
Councillor, you mentioned resources. What kind of help are you getting from the various levels of government?
Well, I've been on the recovery committee and been active since May 10th, and I can personally tell you that any time that we went to the provincial government or the federal government, help is there, the Red Cross is there, the emotional, social support is there. So really, the whole country is behind us, and the levels of government, I can't say enough for the government of Alberta and Bill Sweeney and his group. There's been lots of help. We just need to make sure that we're asking for the help in a timely fashion, and certainly we're going to work together, and we'll all get through this.
Tell us a little bit, if you can, about the cleanup efforts. So this is about to last, or expected to last, about another week?
Certainly, the water has dissipated off the streets and stuff. Now what we're left with is to, for the residents, yesterday was a holiday here, as most people know, Heritage Day. So people are just returning to their homes, and we'll get a true assessment. Right now we know for about 50 basements that have been taking on some water. In our trailer park up in Gregoire, there's a couple of businesses that were affected. It could have been a lot worse. There's no injuries, so we need to always look at the positive side, because if we let this get us down, we'd be finished.
Well, you said you are a resilient folk, and we look forward to seeing everybody get back on their feet. Fort McMurray City Councilor Keith McGrath, thank you so much for joining us this morning, sir.
You're welcome. Thank you, ma'am.